Hello baby girl. Good morning. Good morning from Chateau Renard. Today we're going to do a little bit of work, and I thought we'd work inside the Summit Pavilion because it's a bit of a cloudy day today. Hey, there might be some sun. It's a patch of blue sky. But anyway, we've got indoor work today. We've got some packages that arrived from overseas. I want to get into them and see how we go. But all in all, you're a happy wee chappy, aren't you? Good girl. Oh, it's a good girl. It's a good girl. Time to do a little bit of work. My neighbours seem to be working. The sound of the dulcet tones of their saw may interrupt us at times, but that's how things are. When you live in a small village and you do have neighbours close by, I can't see them, but we can always hear them. Today we've got to do a little bit of work because these are now ready. I've made a little tray just off some old bits of wood, and I got ready the rubber that you pour in and it makes a mold, and then you tip it out, and if that's the rubber then you pull this away from the rubber, and then the rubber goes inside, and then you pour in and you get, yay, another one of these, because I need maybe 20 of them to finish the cornice in the drawing room, alongside this, which is upside down. This is another piece. These I bought online. You'll be able to find them if you just look up decor. They came from overseas as well, and they came in two pieces. I'm going to cast them in two separate pieces and join them together where they join when I wish. See that? Same experience, rubber mold, then I make masses of them, and I will use this part repeatedly, one way or the other, and the other part, and where there's a centerpiece above a panel or something, I will use that or this. If you look back to my first video, you'll see that this was up in the top corner above the one finished panel in the drawing room, and you can see what ideas I have, but nothing is coming to fruition that quickly. What has arrived is this, and I showed it to you the other day, but do the big unwrap today. It's going to crinkle right through my video, but there we go. Two absolutely perfectly carved, perfect pieces, and these are going to go at the bottom. And whereas before I cut out this piece because I didn't like it, at the top I wanted it to be lighter looking. You can order it without these pieces at all, but I actually like this part here. I thought that was rather nice, so I ordered them, and this time I might just cut this piece out, see how it looks, and then have them at the bottom, so the bottom is fuller than the top. And if we arrange the bottom and then the top with this piece missing, it might be more interesting. We'll have to see. I'm going to cut that out soon. And I've forgotten my saw, so we'll stop the video and go and get that soon. But the other thing I need to open is this, because when I ordered them I forgot to order enough of these pieces. Our trusty scissors. Everything's easy if you have the right tool. I've learnt that. I've got a good set of tools. Here we go. I ordered 3. 2 that I need, and 1 for a spare in case I make a mistake. The golden rule in working with wood is measure it twice and then cut once. I seem to measure it twice and then cut 3 times anyway. These pieces go onto here, and we have to mitre that corner and that corner and get them to join perfectly and make a lovely invisible. And you see the start of panelling? It's that easy. So we'll get on with that shortly. Some things don't want to be easy some days, but as I'm always saying, there you go. That's how life is. But for this snapped off, so I have to use a pair of pliers, but I don't mind. All we're trying to do is insert the blade into the hole, and that will get us what we want. Now, this blade will swivel. If you keep the blade straight and swivel the thing, you can cut in different angles. So I'm not really going to give you a lesson on this, but if you've never used it, it might help. And a sharp blade might make a difference. I've used this one quite a bit, so have to do as best we can. There we go. Ooh, don't cut the other side. That just makes a mess. Take it back through. Urgh. You can see whilst cutting this that I didn't want exactly to do the entire amount of carving myself. It takes days, and as I've said, I've got a full-time job to go to. Hello, you come to join me. Your face is so dirty. What has happened to you? Hey, pup, come here. Stand up there. What has happened to you? You are a dirty little girl. Sit down. Sit down. Oh. Say hello to the people. You want to show them your funny little face? You are not gorgeous today, and you need a haircut. Maybe we'll tackle that soon. Okay. There we go. Nicely rounded. That will do for one. And then I'll do the other one. I think this little knob was cut even worse, but and that's not so hot. But we'll work on that. There you go, that will do me. Now there's just a lot of sanding to do. Did I bring out my sanding paper or did I leave that behind? Yeah, well, I thought I left my trusty saw behind, but I actually was sitting on it before. All of these little areas around here need a good sand. They've been sort of machine finished and it's not the look I want. So I'm going to sand them all, get rid of all the little imperfections. I couldn't find my sandpaper, I had to go inside. I left it in the kitchen. Why would you even take sandpaper into the kitchen? I think it's because I was hard boiling the eggs for lunch and lunch. That's a very good idea. I think I'm not going to bore you with sanding of this, even though it is really quite beautiful. I'm going to go inside, have my egg sandwich, and maybe we'll look at what I consider some really absolutely virtuoso carving that is in some of the pieces of furniture in the Faux Chateau. Hey, little girl. If we're going to talk about wood carving, this is the finished product. But my intention is to swap out the one at the bottom with the one with the shell motif. These other pieces were carved in St. Petersburg. And they were ordered way before the Russians decided to take over the Ukraine. So although I am sorry I sent my money there, I have to believe that the family who did this fine workmanship and are possibly struggling with what is happening in Europe at the moment, I need to believe that it was worth it. These carvings up here, I did myself. I made one, and then I made a rubber mold, and I copied the other.